Hi everyone, I'm Carol Keller, an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Illinois in the United States. And today I have a quick video on how to assemble this month's paper pumpkin kit, which is called Fun in the Sun. It's a fun fold card and I found it to be a little bit tricky. And when I looked, I didn't find any video yet on Stampin' Up! On how to assemble it. So I thought I'd put mine out there to help you if you are wanting to assemble yours and you're having trouble. So here we go. Here are the instructions for this month's kit, and the cards really are gorgeous. I am going to actually be doing some alternatives, but I will post those in the next day or two because I thought it was more important to just get the assembly video out there since, like I said, I had a little bit of trouble. The kit comes with a Daffodil Delight ink spot and a lot of different sentiments and then a sun and a starfish. So like I said, I'll be using those for some alternatives because making the cards the way they come, there's very little left over, just several labels, and that's about it. So like I said, look for my video in the next day or two that has at least a couple of alternative cards. But today I want to show you how to assemble them. As always, make sure that you have everything that's included in the kit before you get started. And what I found was there's a little cheat sheet section that shows you which components go along with each card, and that was actually very helpful to me in assembling them. But I did find a mistake. The shell that's in the picture for this card actually goes on this one, so that's a mistake. But other than that, it helps you to know which components, like I said, go with which card. The only stamping that's required is for the sentiments. And let me show you one of the finished cards. This is how it looks standing up, and this is how it looks to somebody receiving it. And then it just lies flat like that, and you fold it to get it in your envelope, and it does come with coordinating envelopes, so it's really adorable. So I'm going to show you how to assemble one because they all go together the same way. So I think we will start with this one since it is the first one. And like I said, here are the components. So I've got the surfboards and the sun and the palm trees and this little section, and then the smaller components of the crab, the starfish, and the shell. It also comes with some tear and tape, and you're going to need that for all of the cards. And like I said, the assembly is the same for all three of them. So I'll just step you through it with one, and then you should be good to go. The hardest part, honestly, is just figuring out how to fold it, but it's really not that hard at all. Here is the front of the card, and so you're going to fold this one like normal, and then start with the back and fold that one also. We'll call that a mountain. You make the mountain, and then you alternate. So you did a mountain, the next one is a valley, and then a mountain, and then a valley, and then last but not least a mountain. So every other one. And so if you've done it right, you'll know because both of these will be folded the same way. And when you push it up this way, put it up this way, it stands upright. So, and you'll see it's just up, down, up, down, up, down, starting with that very back one. So once you figure that out, that makes it easier. And then to assemble, we are going to take the components one by one. So I'm going to flip it over to show you what it looks like here, because they do illustrate, but I found that hard to follow. I will be honest. So that's why I wanted to show you. But then they show you that it's folded like this. And you need to know that to be able to do the first part. And again, it's the same for all three cards. So I'm going to take that tear and tape that comes with the kit, and put it on just like it shows in the photo. One here and one here. Make sure they're adhered, and then I'm going to grab my take your pick tool to take off the paper. And then I'm going to grab the component that goes with it, which is this, the palm trees and the sun and the water. So the idea is that this will line up with the water line here. So what I'm going to do is open it up so that back section is kind of ready for this, and then line it up. It doesn't have to be perfect, because as you'll see, when it's opened up, see, that's a tiny bit crooked, but it doesn't matter, because when you open it up like this, it's not really going to show, but get it as close as you can. Then for the next part, it shows you to put some, oh, and I forgot, we didn't do our stamping yet. So stamping is first, usually. Let me grab the stamp that says Hello Sunshine and my Daffodil Delight ink pad. And I've made a couple of cards of each already, so this is what I have left. And there will be one of each label left when I make all 9 cards. So those are the only extras that you'll find from the kit. So this is the one that goes with this card. The longer and darker outlined one, this is, I think, Flirty Flamingo. That goes on card number 3. And this is card number 1. So we're going to take that Daffodil Delight, ink it up, and do our Hello Sunshine. And that's all the stamping that's needed on every card, is just the sentiment. So I would recommend, if you're making all 9 cards, do all the stamping first. And I would kind of do it assembly line. So I would do all the stamping for all 3 cards. Then I would fold them all up. Then I would put this piece on all of them. So if you do it that way, it's easy to keep with the rhythm and get them done quickly. So we'll move that aside for now. And so then, now we've got this done. So now we're going to take the next piece and we're going to put some tear and tape on the back of that, on the bottom as it shows. Then you also need the label and the little crab. And how it works, it's very cute, is the crab's claws open up. There are slits in the die cut, and he's meant to be holding the sign like this, and really just toward the bottom so that you can still see the sentiment. And so what they show is putting a couple of glue dots that come with the kit on the back of the crab, and then a couple more on the back of the label. And it doesn't matter if they come apart, but you just want to know for placement. That looks about centered, where you're going to put the other glue dots, because putting one on each side will help hold that crab into place also. So we're just going to layer those. So we're going to start with this one. We're going to take that tape off, or the paper off, I should say. And now that's going to go on the next fold so that you really have a 3D effect. So the same thing, we're going to do it on, put it right here on the middle fold, but we're also going to line it up. So that's where it just gets a tiny bit tricky. You're going to line it up with this. Press it, and then there you go, layer 2. Now we're going to take the backings off of the crab and the sentiment, and they go on that layer as well. And it shows that they're in front of that little wave, so. And right about here at an angle, and I moved it pretty far over to the right. And then you just press it down, and both of those are adhered as well. And then for the last section, we need the rest of the die cuts, which are these. And same thing as with the other piece, we put tear and tape along the bottom. And a glue dot, and it shows you to put it on the back of one of the surfboards, and you'll see why when we assemble. And then one each on the back of each of the small die cuts. And I'm going to move these out of the way a little bit. And we're going to lay this down one more time and line it up with the front, right along that bottom. It is a little bumpy because of all the dimensions. So it's probably easiest to start from one side and go to the other. And then we press that other glue dot into place so it holds it on the front of the card. And then we place our starfish and our shell. About like that. And then last but not least, we have our cute little bling. And it also shows you where to position those, or suggests, I guess, where to position those on your card. So I'm just going to follow that. We've got one about here, and one here, and one here. Press those in to make sure that they stay. And then this is the only other thing you will have left, is some of these cute little embellishments once you finish with the cards, besides just those few labels. And that's it. That is the card. Again, here's how it stands up. It lays flat to go in your envelope. And this is what it looks like from when you're looking at it straight on. So very cute, very easy. And I found that that's the easiest way to assemble them. Like I said, to me, it helps to do it kind of assembly line. You can do all the cards at once if you're going to assemble them the way they come in the kit. But I just honestly, that's what I decided to do because I thought the cards were so cute. I thought it was a shame to cut them up. So like I said, I will be coming out with some alternatives using the stamps. So please stay tuned for that video. If you're not a subscriber already, please click on the button to subscribe and click on the bell to be notified when I post new videos like that alternative card video that will be coming in the next day or two. Thank you for watching. Thanks to those of you who watch every month. I so appreciate it, and I appreciate your likes and your kind comments. So please keep them coming and stay tuned for the next video. Check out the other videos on my channel as well. I do cards, many other cards, scrapbook pages, tips, techniques, beginner videos. There's something there for everyone. So thanks for joining me, and I will see you again soon. Happy stamping.